my channel. My name is Tina Sutton with Missgingerdots Designs, and if this is your first time here, welcome. I am all about sharing creativity while having fun and making friends. So today we're going to make this super fun piggy card. It's a 3-panel card made with our arch die cuts, which are all the trend right now. Look how cute. So fun, fun, fun. If you like this tutorial, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell so you don't miss any future tutorials. Also, be sure to sign up for my newsletter because I always send the directions, written directions on how to make my patterns. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy and have as much fun with this pattern as I did. So there's nothing really left for me to say except for let's turn that camera around and let's make something pretty. For this card, we're going to use the Arch Designs and Party Piggy stamp set, along with some markers and some pretty and pink paper and some white cardstock. Now, with the large dies, we're going to cut 6 panels of pink and 3 panels of white. The pink is the larger arch and the white is the smaller arch. So again, 6 pink and 3 white. We're also going to use the Dansk dry embossing folder, and we are going to line that up. And you want to pay attention to which way you put your arch in, depending on which way you want your design to show. I wanted mine to kind of be pointy, so I had them pointing up. We're going to run the 3 white panels through the die cut machine 3 times to dry emboss them. So as you do this, I just love the way the design turns out. It is just so pretty and so elegant, and I think it just goes perfect with Party Piggy. Let's take a look on how it looks. What do you think? Pretty, pretty. Love it. So you should have 3 white and 6 panels at this point. All right, next we are going to lay out our 6 pink larger arch panels, or pieces. I'm calling them panels, but pieces. So you should have 6 pink and 3 white. 3 of the pink are going to be the front of the card, and the other 3, I wanted to cover the back so you couldn't really see how it's attached to make it look a little more finished. So the 3 embossed pieces will go on 3 of the larger pink, and then the other 3 panels are for the back. So we are going to now glue these pieces together, the white pieces, but let's start with the back. So we're going to take 3 of the arch dies and line them out, line them up closer. Next, we need to cut 3 strips of paper to attach these cards. Actually, you really only need to cut 2. I cut 3, but you only need 2 to attach. And I cut them 2.5 by 3. And on the 3-inch side, you're going to score them at 1.5. Again, I cut 3 pieces, just not thinking, but I really only need 2. So once you get your tabs cut, you want to lay your pieces close together and with just a little bit of a gap, and then you're going to lay the folded tabs down, and I just grabbed a random washi tape to tape them together. So this is what will hold your 3 panels together, and you want to really try to get your arches lined up with just very minimal space. You want the card to be able to bend freely, but you also want it to look continuous. So anyway, once you get it, you have to fuss around with it a little bit. Once you get it lined up, go ahead and tape it down. I tape the 2 sides on the first 2 panels, and I'll try to line it up on my grid paper as straight as I can, and then I am going to do the next one. Okay, it looks like we have an attached arch card. How fun is that? Now let's work on the back. I am going to just use my tear and tape and put it all over 3 panels, and my pick it up tool or pick tool to take the tape off makes it super easy when working with tear and tape. And then we're going to use a little bit of our wet glue and glue the back panels on the card. So now we have a really, really pretty card. Next, we're going to attach the white embossed pieces on the front of the card, and yay, our base is finished. Look how pretty. So we have 3 on the front that are white embossed, and the backs will be pink, and the extra pieces will hide that tab. Next, we get to have fun with Party Piggy. We are going to do some stamping, and for this I wanted to use Stays On ink because it's such a nice black ink. And we're going to start with the body of Mr. Piggy, and we are going to stamp him 3 times. Again, I'm using Stays On ink just because it's probably the darkest black ink that we have, and we're not going to be doing a lot of coloring or anything. I just wanted it to be really intense. So 3 piggy bodies. So cute. Once we have the body stamped, we need to do the heads, and I am going to do 2 heads attached and 1 head separate. The reason I'm doing the 1 head separate is because the front piggy, the front of the card, is going to have some shakers in his belly, and I want to ensure that it fits correctly on the card. So I don't know which way I want his head positioned or what I'm gonna do. So the other 2, they're just going to be adhered down. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach that. So we're going to have 2 piggies with heads and 1 headless piggy. So funny. If you notice, my images aren't quite perfect, and that drives me nuts, but I didn't want to restamp, so I just took a journaling pen and I'm lightly going over the areas that I didn't feel were dark enough. I think this pen that I used was a .04. So now I fixed my imperfect piggies, and I am just going to simply cut them out, fussy cut. I'm going to fussy cut the 2 larger piggies, and then I'm going to die cut the piggy that does not have an attached head with a circle in the middle, so I can add my dome and my sprinkles, or my now we have 3 piggies, and I am taking the More Message stamp set and die cut. And what I love about this set is that when you cut out the 1 die cut on whatever color cardstock, I'm using white, you get all of these different banners to use on your cards. Now, I'm not using the More Message stamp set. I'm going to use one from the Piggy stamp set. So I'm going to use the What's Shakin' Bacon, which I think is so cute. What's shakin' bacon? So, don't be afraid to mix and match your stamp sets and your die cuts, basically, is what I'm trying to say. We are going to take Lemon Lime Twist and our new color, Strawberry Slush. Strawberry Slush is perfect for What's Shakin' Bacon. And then I am going to use Lemon Lime Twist and the sprinkles, and that just adds a little something something. I didn't want it too dark, so I'm doing 2nd generation stamping on that sentiment. So look how cute, what shaken bacon. So our card is getting there piece by piece. Next, I want to add some embellishments. I'm going to use the hat and the flag. So again, I'm going to stamp those. This time I'm going to use Memento ink because I'm going to color right away and I don't want that ink to smear. So I'm going to stamp some flags and some party hats, and we are just going to have some fun coloring in. As you notice, I'm using the Stampin' Up markers. They are the skinny markers, and just because I'm coloring such small spaces, that's very convenient. The three colors that I'm using is Pool Party, Lemon Lime Twist, and Strawberry Slush. And then I'm going to simply die cut them, and I'm going to have all of my pieces for my cute little piggies. The fun part is assembling, but when I kind of laid this out, I realized it was missing something. So I cut out 3 more hats and turned it into a little pennant. I just cut the tassel off. I also decided to add a little bit of the strawberry slush to the ears and the pig pieces. Used my journaling pen and kind of accented my my words about shaken bacon, and then decided to add a little ribbon for the pennant, and I'm just simply using glue dots to adhere that. So it's coming together really, really nice. Now the fun part is putting the shakers in the belly. So this is, the little domes are made special for the piggy. They are sold by Stampin' Up. They come in a set, I believe it's 8. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe it's 8. And they are a dome, and they have sticky on one side. So I'm going to just take some confetti that I have laying around my room, and I'm going to also add some of the embellishments from Stampin' Up, and I'm going to just kind of place those confettis where I am going to put my dome down. I decided against the confetti. I thought I was going to use some of the confetti that I had laying around, but I decided not to use it. It was kind of too big and too colorful. I just really like the sprinkles or the confetti that Stampin' Up carries. It's called Loose Shaker Elements, and the color's just really pretty. So you just take and peel that strip off. Might need to use your pickup tool, but I was able to get it. Pickup tool would really help. And I am going to just press that down really, really well. And then I'm going to place my piggy body over it and try to decide which way I want the body to go and which way I want the head to go. I keep switching it around, can't quite decide, but I think I got it how I like it. And I'm just going to use my seal, Stampin' Seal, to attach the body. I want it to stick really well, so that's why I decided on that. You can use whatever kind of adhesive. You could use skinny glue, you could use anything you wanted. I didn't want to use elements. I didn't want to make it any, I didn't want the body to be, I wanted the body to be flat against that dome. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put his head kind of at an angle. So I was just kind of trying to line that up to make sure I had everything in the position that I wanted. And then his head, I am going to use elements because I want to add a little bit of dimension to it. So I just think it's kind of cute. So his head will be popped off of his body just a little bit. And I'm putting quite a few of the elements on it so it doesn't really cave in the middle. I want it to stand kind of sturdy. It's a thicker card that will fit in an envelope. So, oh, I got glitter on my hands. So there you go. There, isn't he coming so cute? And let's just attach a flag to one of his hands, and we're going to add the party hat. And again, I'm using elements for this. And I am making a mess all over my mat. What's new, huh? I'm taking that element and cutting it in half so I can really get that flag attached down well. I'm using a little bit more than I normally use. Oh, my pickup tool. I'm going to use it to get these pieces. No, I'm not. Okay, we're just going to use our fingers. Right, I'm going to find where I want it to go. I want him to be holding it, so that looks cute. And then the last thing I will do is attach his hat. I am so excited. I just think this card, the three little piggies, are coming together. So cute. I just love it, love it, love it. Who would think that these pigs would be my favorite stamp? And I think this might be my all-time favorite card. We shall see. I need to get all of my loose. I've got elements everywhere, but I'm attaching a few on the front of the card just to make it sparkle and shine and add a little bling bling to it. The piggy is screaming for bling, don't you think? All right, here we go. Gotta go ahead and hear those down. As I'm finishing embellishing, there really isn't any right or wrong way to do it. You can add as much bling, as many flags, as many pigs. You could even make this card bigger than the three. But there you go. We got our three little piggies. And the very last thing that I'm going to do is add these dots to it. Just add a little bit to the hat. We'll just kind of finish it off. And there we go. Look at that. Oh, wait, one more flag. Nah, we're not going to use that flag. I think we're done. I think we're done. But again, when I encourage you to do whatever you want to make these cards your own personal style. But I have decided one last embellishment, just wiggly eyes that I buy, you know, at Walmart, Amazon, Michael's, wherever. I just thought, what's a piggy without wiggly eyes, right? And the pickup tool is just perfect for getting them on where you want them to go. So look how cute. It's just so fun, such a fun little card. So many possibilities. I could see making a double side, like 6 of these. I keep going. How fun would that be? There we go, 3 little piggies. Shake, 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 shake your bacon. What's shaking, bacon? So cute, so fun. I hope you like this tutorial. Thank you. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of the fun. And the other thing is, look how it stands up. So cute. And excuse the messy desk.